Before we kick off, I have a special message for you from a very, very good-looking friend of mine. Wait,
my
God! From the top.
Maisy, Benjamin here, your cosmical intertwined lover. Hope you're doing well. I see you, and I see your stories, and I see everything that you're doing, and I'm glad that you're doing really well.
How does it feel?
Oh, thanks, Benjamin. That's
Isn't
lovely.
he amazing? How cool is that?
That's so fun. Oh, that's sweet.
The music video's out. Everyone's loving it. How does it feel that your EP is out now in the world?
Really good. You know, it was hard picking which songs would go on part 1 or part 2, and it was hard having part 1 out and not telling anyone there was a part 2.
Yeah.
So it feels really good to have the finished project out in the world, because I think really they're 12 songs altogether. It's like one full project in my mind. So it feels good to have both parts out.
Oh my God. And what can we expect tonight? We're here at the Wiltern. This is very iconic, by the way. You know this, right?
Yeah, the Wiltern?
Yeah.
Everyone I've told them playing, they're like, oh, the Wiltern. And I'm like, okay.
What can we expect tonight on the stage?
Yeah, lots of butterfly theming,
Yeah.
which shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone that's a long-term fan of mine. The costume's very exciting. My eye makeup gives away what color I'm wearing tonight. But
yeah,
we have a really cool microphone stand, and the set list includes a couple of older songs, a cover song, and a lot from Wonderlust.
oh, how good. Now, how did you're touring with TORI Kelly. This is major, right? How does that kind of collab and connection come to be?
Yeah, so essentially it's really funny because the day I got the offer, I was actually crying about how I didn't have a tour.
Oh my God, no way.
I was feeling like a failure. I was like, oh man, you know, summer's coming up. I don't have a tour. Like, maybe I'm not going to get a tour. What am I going to do for the summer? Like, I was literally crying, and then I had a phone call. So I was crying to my friend about it. So
Yeah.
I was crying. I was like, listen. I was like, oh, hang on a minute. I have a phone call. So I'm like, hello. And it's my manager, and she's like, how would you like to open for TORI Kelly this summer? And I was like, oh my God. Like, literally, as I was crying about not having work, I got the call with the job offer. So
Congratulations to you.
you.
It actually reminds me of a story of yours when you were on a plane, I think, to New York, and you'd found out that your ex was trying to cheat on you, and you're crying, and then all of a sudden you hit the stage. Was it in New York City? Like, you know how to bounce back, girl. Yeah.
I got an ASCAP award that day.
Yeah.
You just have to, you sort of get on with it, don't you? I think life surprises you.
Absolutely. Now, obviously, this is the first time we've ever met, but I have to say I'm extremely proud of you because I know you moved here from the UK 10 years ago? 10 years ago?
10 years ago.
People will never know, and this is no shade to the Americans in the room or watching, people will never know how difficult and intense it is to move to LA from a different country when you don't know anyone, and it's scary. It's not like if you just moved, no shade, to like from Idaho or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, how was it? And do you remember how nerve-wracking it was when you came here to chase your dreams?
I don't think I realized at the time what a big change it actually would be. I was 14 and I was just so excited because it was always my dream to do music, and I thought, okay, this move is going to solidify, you know, my start of music. So I was really excited. I think I realize more how hard it was now looking back at younger me and how much I lost out on socially. You know, not being around people your own age was really hard. Obviously, the culture's completely different. I lived in the countryside and we moved to Beverly Hills. So I went from the lovely countryside to a really busy grey city, which is not my personal favorite.
Yep.
So it was really hard, but I don't think I realized in the moment how hard it was, and I wasn't afraid at the moment. I felt excited. But now looking back, I'm like, how did you do that? How did you do that?
I have the same feeling. But I'm like, how did I pull that? That is so wild to even consider doing something like that. You know what I
All
mean?
my friends were like blown away when I said I was moving. They're like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like that though. It's like you just jump in, right? Like you don't even leave one toe on the sideline. You jump in the deep end and off you go, and here you are.
Yeah. And I think another part of it was when we moved, we assumed we'd be there for a couple years maximum.
10 years
And it just kept going because I wasn't quite there yet in my career, and I thought I can't go home until I feel in a really good place in my career. And now it's been 10 years and I'm still here, darling.
Babe, you're doing great. Babe, you're at the Wiltern with TORI Kelly.
It could be worse, couldn't it? It could be a lot worse.
No, good move. It was a good move. Have you had, so one of the things I love about LA is like, people don't realize it's like all these celebrities are just out in the wild and the craziest things happen. Is there a moment that you remember while living in LA that you're like, I cannot believe this is happening right now? Like just a celebrity encounter, anything wild, or maybe it's even here tonight, opening at the Wiltern.
Ooh, let me think. You know, I don't really get starstruck very often. I don't have celebrity idols. I never really have. I will say one of the highlights of my career was I got to meet the guy who wrote the language from the Avatar movie.
Okay, yeah.
And when I was 10, I was a massive Avatar fan. I learnt the language. I was a giant nerd. So I finally got to meet him and sit with him and have a private like Na'vi lesson with him. And I remember that was the moment. I know that's a really niche, but that was the only time I've ever felt like, oh my God, it's Paul Frommer. It's Paul Frommer.
It is niche, but it's still pinch yourself.
Yeah,
right?
I loved it. It was amazing.
Now, you were speaking of 10 years old, you wrote a play when you were 10. Where does this drive and talent come from? Like, musical family, like, where does this come from? This is intense.
Yeah, you know, my parents aren't that musical. My granddad, who I never met on my dad's side, could play piano by hearing it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he never used sheet music, which I learned that too. I'm nowhere near as good of a pianist as he is, but I have the same gift in that I can hear something and sort of figure it out and play it back. So I would say the closest musical influence is maybe that, but I obviously never met him.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
I learned how to play the organ. By the way, that is the most unsexy. That is the most unsexy.
It's quite cool, actually. I think it's quite cool.
Like, I wish it was a guitar or a piano. No, the organ, like.
It's like epic, though.
It's so dramatic.
Right? You make such a statement.
Oh, it's so dramatic.
You should play it when I come on stage tonight. We'll find you an organ, do a nice dramatic intro, really get the crowd hyped.
You don't need to ask me twice. It would not be the first time I drove.
I'll do it.
I'm done.
Can I jump in and say something, you guys?
Yes.
Every time, a lot of times when me and him were doing interviews together, he gets invited to do stuff on stage.
Yes, I got invited. We're at the iHeartRadio Festival. What did I get
all the time
invited?
to go on stage. It's
It was
amazing.
Jay Leno. No, not Jay Leno. Jared Leno.
Oh, no way.
There you go. But you know what? You're a step up. You're a step up.
Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Now, the new EP. Okay, so in the past, you've sort of written about like heartbreak, and this is around love, right?
Yeah.
So what was it like writing about this kind of like positive experience as opposed to heartbreak from the past?
It was really weird. It was one of those things I never thought I would write about. I'd spent 6 years pretty committed to the doom and gloom. Like 6 full years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 6 years mourning, being like, love is dead. So it took me by surprise. I wasn't prepared for it at all, and it wasn't a conscious choice. I just felt happy emotions for once, and I felt a way that I didn't normally feel with the men of Los Angeles, because let's be real, the bar is on the floor.
Oh, it's low, babe.
Oh, it's on the floor. The bar is in hell.
I can't write a song, but I could write a few tunes around
Yeah,
it.
you could.
Like, speaking of that, like, I feel like it is kind of hard to integrate into LA, don't you think? Maybe it's because we're from a different country or what, but like, how long did it take you to feel like this was home and to feel comfortable and to make real friends in real life here? Do you know what I mean?
Last year.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I finally, a lot of them are just in the other room. I finally have a really good group of supportive friends, of girlfriends. That's something I've always wanted. Friends my own age.
Yeah.
It's lovely. I was in a very male-dominated industry, at least in terms of who works behind the scenes in the music industry. It's very male-led, and everyone was much older than me. So I now feel like I have a good friend group, and I feel good about where I'm at. But literally that took, last year, and me going on tour for the first time in my life and getting some confidence and essentially just forcing my friendship on people.
Yeah. No, you have to.
You actually do.
You actually have to.
I will go up to people and I'll be like, we're friends now.
Yeah.
And that's how I've made like 8 friends.
No, literally.
It works.
No, for sure.
It works.
And it's actually kind of more effort than people realize in LA. Like, you don't just kind of bump into people down the street. You have to make a conscious effort, and everyo's busy when you've got a big career.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's hard.
Absolutely. It is hard. I call it being annoying.
Love it.
I'll see someone that I think I could have an energy with, and I'll go, maybe this is silly, but I just really feel like we should be friends. 100% success rate.
Yeah.
It never fails. It's never failed.
Can I say, you're a good vibe though. You're a really good vibe. I feel like a lot of people would feel that off you, and you get to select who you want.
I think they do too, you know. I've never been told no, so I must be doing something right.
Now, can we talk about the man, the love? How is he here? Like, what kind of fan is he? Does he sit front row? Is he backstage?
Oh, he's lovely. He's come to a bunch of the shows. He'll be here tonight again. He's been to 4 or 5 shows on this tour, I think. Most of them he'll stand in the crowd, and I'll find him and I'll point to him at certain points in the songs that are about him. I'll be like, One time he did watch from the side stage though, which is cool, but I think he'll be out in the crowd tonight.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, we are so proud of you. I'm so genuinely excited for you and proud of you. It is so difficult to come to America, to kill it like this, to pull it off. The music's incredible. Ben loves you. We love you. And at FabTV, we just think you're absolutely fabulous. So congratulations to you. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Thank
Thank you.